currently City Councilwoman for Ward 1, and I am a new face on the City Council, having been appointed just last December. I have brought many ideas, new ideas to our city government, and made many changes already, and I will fight to continue to work for those changes that our citizens want to see for our great city. I want to thank the PTA groups for holding this candidates night tonight. I know firsthand what it is to be a PTA parent. It is many hours of meetings, phone calls, and pleas for help. It's the frustration you feel when people say, I don't have the talent, or I'm too busy. Too busy for our children? How can we ever be too busy for our children? They are our future leaders. More activities for the youth of our community is one of the biggest issues of this campaign. Fernley lacks facilities where our young people can meet in a safe and friendly environment to experience things with their peers. This is a problem that I would like to be able to fix immediately. However, it's going to take time and money, money that we don't have right now because of the economic downturn. We need to build youth centers and to expand our Parks and Recreation department. But in the meantime, we can make activities for our youth with all of the volunteers and the talent that we have here in Fernley. And I know that this can be done. I was PTO president and Women's Club president, member of our art guild in the community where we lived and where our children grew up. We had all sorts of activities for the young people, and we did have a community center where we could hold these events that the volunteers put on. This community center was built by our Women's Club. All of the funds entirely raised through donations and events held by the Women's Club. And then the Women's Club donated it to the county. So I know that big things can be accomplished through volunteer efforts. I am suggesting that we work hard to implement programs for our youth. Things like art classes in the summer, presented by the local artists we have. We have so many that I know would volunteer their time. We have craftsmen in the community who would teach woodworking classes to kids that want to work with their hands. We have gardeners who would like to teach that to our children. All they need is a plot of ground, and I think the city can help out with that. We could put forth creative writing classes for the youth, for all those kids that feel that there's another Harry Potter series somewhere in their minds. And we could also have a junior Toastmasters group for those kids that want to become leaders in the community and in the businesses in our community, but are afraid to get up and talk in front of people. County School Superintendent has been to 2 city council meetings recently and offered that we can use these school facilities, to partner with them to use them when the schools are not using them. And I think we really need to work toward this effort. Sports activities for our kids, that is done by parent volunteers. The City Parks and Recreation Department provide the location, and they have done an admirable job this year in improving those locations with the limited funds available. When our economy does recover and funds are available to build a youth center and expand our sports facilities, I will be the first city council member to vote to move in that direction. I have had the pleasure in these last 10 short months of working with our youth city council. These kids are amazing. They are intelligent, they are forward-thinking, they are energetic. Again, because of the budget crisis, they have had to raise most all of the funds that they use to put on the events for our community. held on the first Monday of every month at the City Hall at 3 o'clock. We just had one today to work out the final plans for the Safe and Spooktacular Halloween event that's going to be held at City Hall from 4 to 8 p.m. on October 31st. And this year, the kids wanted to provide an activity, a safe activity, for the teenagers of our community. So they're going to hold a dance from 9 to midnight with a DJ using the same facility and the same decorations. Smart kids, aren't they? So I encourage all of us to support and encourage our youth city council. I know that these are not the only issues you are concerned with in this election. Unfortunately, I've experienced opposition from certain special interest groups that are supporting my opponent and that have put out much information about where I stand on some of these issues. So now I'm ready to take questions and clear up some of that information. Are there any questions?
Mr. Huckabee? Mr. Right here.
We've been talking about a joint use between the city facilities and the school district facilities. Do you feel like that you could give us a dollar for dollar match if we provide a 5-acre block of ground for our city park? Would you be able to come up with the estimated value and match that so that the entire community could benefit from it?
Well, at the present moment, our budget is about as tight as it could get, and we do have the water treatment plant and the bonds to finance that treatment plant to pay off. I wouldn't support any more taxes on our citizens until we are very secure that we can take care of those things within our budget. But of course, as soon as the community starts to grow again with new business and new development coming in, providing jobs, of course we'd like to match any of the school district's efforts to provide shared use of facilities. Yes, I would support that when we can.
Thank you, Ms. Lowe. That's all the time we have for questions.
Thank you, and I would ask for your vote on November 4th. Thanks very much.
Thank you.